Dear friends, welcome to the next lecture, lecture number 12 of our ongoing discussion on the technical topic that is mechanical drives. We have started with mechanical drives with topics of belt drive, rope drive. In belt drive, in last lecture, we talked about the length of belt and we considered the case of open belt drive. For the given dimensions of driving pulley and driven pulley, as well as the center distance between two pulleys, how the length of the belt required can be calculated. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss the another arrangement of the belt, that is a cross belt, which is used when driver and driven pulley are to be rotated in opposite direction. तो आज हम क्रॉस बेल्ट अरेंजमेंट में बेल्ट का लेंथ कैसे कैलकुलेट होता है, काउंट किया जाता है, वो हम देखेंगे। तो सबसे पहले हम उसका काइनेमेटिक अरेंजमेंट देख लेते हैं, मतलब कि इन फॉर्म ऑफ डायग्राम। हियर टू पुलीज हैव बीन शोन, स्मॉलर पुली एंड लार्जर पुली। स्मॉलर पुली का रेडियस इंडिकेट किया है स्मॉल आर से और लार्जर पुली का रेडियस इंडिकेट किया है कैपिटल आर से, और दोनों के सेंटर, स्मॉलर पुली का सेंटर ए और बिगर पुली का सेंटर बी के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है वो सी से डिनोट किया है, दैट इज सेंटर डिस्टेंस इज सी, एंड द बेल्ट इज कनेक्टेड इन ए क्रॉस अरेंजमेंट. So the flat portion of the belt is tangent to both the pulleys. One is CD and another is EF. So the length of the belt will be addition of the curve part of the belt in contact with the smaller pulley, that is curve EGC. Then flat part of the belt, that is C to D, then curve path of the belt above this larger pulley, that is DHF, and flat part of the belt, that is EFE. This will give us the total length of the belt. So to obtain this, let us draw a parallel line to this tangent CD, that is a flat portion of the belt, and passing from this point center of smaller pulley A and extend this BD. So it will make an angle with the center line, the line connecting point A and B, that is equal to beta, means the angle BAN is equal to beta. Now from geometry we can also say that angle JAC will be also equal to beta and angle DBK will be also equal to beta. Now these all things are here mentioned in terms of words. LC denotes the length of the belt for cross belt drive. Here suffix C indicates cross belt drive. As we discussed, small r is the radius of smaller pulley, capital R is the radius of larger pulley, and capital C is the center distance between pulleys. And as we discussed, the beta is the angle between the center line and line AN, or we can say each common tangent. Now we can see that angle BAN, it is this BAN is equal to beta, and from this triangle BAN we can write that sin beta is equal to Bn by AB, we can say that sin beta is equal to Bn by AB, and that is clear from this diagram. This angle is beta. So Bn divided by AB is this, and Bn is equal to nothing but this addition of BD plus Dn, plus BD is equal to nothing but the radius of larger pulley, and Dn is nothing but is equal to this radius of smaller pulley. So we can write that sin beta is equal to Bn upon AB is equal to capital R plus small r divided by center distance C. Let us say this is relation number 1. Now, length of the cross belt drive can be written as, that is, LC is equal to twice arc GC plus CD plus arc DH. Now let us understand this from diagram. Here the length of the belt can be given as circular length of this GC, G to C, plus straight length C to D, plus circular length D to H, and double of this because the remaining is this curve, this straight part, and this curve. So we say multiplied by 2 into this arc length GC plus straight length CD plus arc length DH, and that has been written here in form of equation, that is 2 arc GC plus CD plus arc DH. Now arc can be written in this form, that is equal to 2 into arc GC is equal to pi by 2 plus beta into r, that is angle into radius. It is clear from this diagram that angle GAC is equal to this pi by 2 and this beta. Similarly, angle DBH will be this pi by 2 plus beta, and this length CD, and will be equal to AN. So the equation can be written in this form, that is 2 into pi by 2 plus beta into small r plus CD is equal to AN plus arc DH is equal to pi by 2 plus beta into capital R. So it can be modified like this, is equal to 2 into pi by 2 plus beta into R, and now this AN, that is equal to center distance C into cos beta, that can be understood from this diagram. AN and this AB, that is this center distance, and this angle is beta. So AN is equal to center distance C into cos of beta. So we can write it here. AN is equal to C into cos beta plus pi by 2 beta plus beta into capital R. So rearranging this term, we can write that LC, cross belt length, is equal to pi A plus 2 beta into capital R plus small r plus 2 into center distance into cos beta. Let us say this is relation number 2. This relation gives the exact length of the cross belt drive, as it represents in terms of beta and cos beta. But in practice, it is required to write the equation in terms of the physical dimensions of pulley and center distance, that is small r, capital R, and center distance C. So this equation can be approximated, and also from this equation means relation number 1, sin beta is equal to capital R plus small r by c, we can write beta is equal to sine inverse of capital R plus small r divided by center distance c. Now we all know that if the angle is small, for smaller value of angle beta, we can approximate sin beta is equal to beta. And hence we can write from this relation as well as from first equation relation, beta is equal to r capital R plus small r divided by center distance c. Also we know that from trigonometric relations, cos beta is equal to under root of 1 minus sin square beta, that is equal to 1 minus sin square beta whole raised to half. And expanding this term with the use of binomial theorem, we can write cos beta is equal to 1 minus 1 half sin square beta plus up to plus. Again using here sin beta is equal to beta, as value of beta is very small, so it can be modified like this: cos beta is equal to 1 minus 1 half beta square, sin beta is equal to beta. And substituting the values of beta from here, from this relation, so cos beta will become equal to 1 minus 1 half in bracket capital R plus small r by c whole square. Now substituting these values of beta and cos beta in relation 1, so relation 2, which is indicating the exact length of the cross belt drive. So that will be modified like this, that is length of cross belt is equal to pi into 2 beta, and beta is this, that is r capital R plus small r by center distance into capital R plus small r plus 2 into center distance into cos beta, and cos beta is nothing but this, and substituting that value here and simplifying, we found LC is equal to pi into capital R plus small r plus 2 into capital R plus small r whole square by c plus 2c, that is center distance, minus this r plus small r whole square by c. And again simplifying this, as these two are similar term, that length of cross belt drive is equal to pi into r capital R plus small r plus, combining these two terms, capital R plus small r whole square by center distance c plus 2 into center distance. So this equation gives us the approximate length of the cross belt drive, as we have approximated the sin beta into beta, and from that the value of cos beta also. One important thing we must note for this case is that only by the length of the cross belt drive depends only on the addition of two radii of driver pulley and driven pulley and the center distance. While in the case of open belt drive, the length of the open belt drive was depending on addition of radii of driver pulley and driven pulley, as well as difference of radii of driver pulley and driven pulley. So dear friends, this is about the length of cross belt drive arrangement when the belt is arranged in the crossway, when it is required to rotate both driver pulley and driven pulley in opposite direction. The length can be calculated with the use of this equation, and this gives a approximate relation. So dear friends, this was about the length of belt of cross belt drive, and we will continue with this kind of lectures in subsequent series. If you having any question, you are welcome. write in comment, or you want to continue with this, then you should go for subscription of this channel. Thank you, friends.